Hello, everybody, and welcome to our From Backlog to Bulletproof Transforming our IT Operations with AI-Powered Routing webinar. My name is Megan Bridey, a marketing specialist here at Imperium Dynamics, and with me today is one of our business analysts, William Wayne. Welcome, William.
Thank you, Megan.
And if you're new here today, we are Imperium Dynamics, a proud Microsoft partner based in Chicago, dedicated to bringing your vision to life within the Microsoft stack. We help organizations of all sizes achieve digital transformation by solving complex problems and delivering long-lasting impact through the Microsoft Cloud solutions, with the focus, of course, of increasing both the capabilities of people and the performance of businesses. And before we get started, just a few little housekeeping items. This meeting is being recorded and you'll receive an email with the link to access the recording. So feel free to send it to your colleagues or revisit after. At the end of the session, there will be a Q&A. So please feel free to submit any questions you have in the chat. At the end of it, we'll answer as many as possible. We will also be sharing additional resources as well as a copy of today's slide deck after this session, so you don't have to worry about taking any detailed notes. And with that being said, I'll hand it over to William.
Thank you, Megan. All right, to start us off, we're just going to quickly go over the current challenges we've identified in IT service management. There are 5 main parts to this that we've identified, starting with disconnected tools for ticket creation, tracking, and resolution. There's also repetitive requests, overwhelming support teams, and an overall lack of automation, which delays response and resolution times, as well as very limited visibility into system performance. And finally, reactive issue handling that can lead to avoidable downtime. The solutions that you'll see and we'll sort of demo and feature today very briefly and just include automatic case creation through a chatbot, Jira DevOps integration to escalate cases to these platforms, as well as AI-powered Copilot for suggesting and finding solutions. Next, we have the notifications for case and ticket updates to respective staff, and SLAs and routing rules being configured, finally ending with case updates through the chatbot. At a glance, to quickly give you a quick understanding and overview of our product Hampton. Hampton comes with 6 main capabilities, the first being ticketing and case management. This has to do with industry-specific library of job steps, automatic case routing. It also includes case lifecycle tracking with SLA compliance and support for different case types. Next, we have chatbot assistance, so conversational AI for case creation, updates, and solutions, all with chatbot history shared with your IT staff. It also includes integration with Jira and DevOps, two very commonly used platforms in terms of both automated sync status for escalated tickets, as well as the mapping of your title, description, and priority, all being done using our MDA. We also have SLA management and routing rules, so custom SLA policies and monitoring, as well as notifications and escalations for SLA breaches. It also includes knowledge articles, which is, we have a huge database in Hampton for knowledge articles, and they're all searchable through the MDA, and they can notify the article owner if, a solution's not up to date. We also have the escalation to higher tiers, which helps to assign unresolved tickets to higher tier teams, gives you automatic notifications and updates to relevant members, as well as having multiple teams being able to be configured for higher tiers. We'll get into more detail of what Hampton can do really shortly, but just before we get into the actual live video demonstration, we wanted to cover just really quickly, verbally, the features that you'll be seeing in this specific video. First one, we'll start with creating tickets for IT support. The challenge here that we've identified includes the manual handling of different case types. So be it questions, requests, or problems. There's also very limited visibility into ticket resolution timelines, as well as manual case or ticket creation. Our solution is very clear. The categorization and handling of diverse case types, as well as having case and ticket visibility into Microsoft environment systems. So We can see really quickly now in this live video demonstration of what's happening. Over here, we have the portal for the customer service hub, and we're going to start with the My Active Cases tab, where we'll create a new case. We can fill in the case title. We can fill in all the other items here as well. In this case, we'll call the case title VPN connectivity issues. We'll name a subject for it as well, and we'll assign an employee to it, all while finishing it off with a priority of high. We'll select our laptop as our product here, as well as in the description, repeat that we can't connect to our VPN. So we can select what type of problem this is as well under the additional details and save this whole form when we're finished. Over on the summary tab, we can further see on the right-hand side, if we click into the Copilot icon, where we can see all the knowledge articles being saved, we can click the suggested article of VPN not connecting. So we have a huge database of articles that provides you solutions based off what your issue is automatically through AI suggesting it to you. Once we've clicked on a single solution, we can see all the different other troubleshooting searched options as well. So from this little video that we just saw, we can kind of conclude that Hampton's able to solve, and we saw them do this, that Hampton solves your business pain points of slow ticket creation and resolution by providing a very streamlined and automated process. Its intelligent system suggests relevant knowledge-based articles, helps enable your agents to resolve issues faster and more efficiently, overall helping to reduce customer wait times and improving overall satisfaction. We can move to our next feature, which has to do with monitoring SLA compliance all in real time. The current challenge here includes monitoring SLA breaches manually being very time consuming. Escalations are very unclear and inconsistent sometimes, and delayed routing of high priority cases can be a problem too. Our solution is to have real-time SLA tracking with notifications for breaches, have configurable routing rules for prioritization, as well as automated escalations based on SLA thresholds. We'll see all this in action as well. This time around, we're going to be on Hampton's help desk chatbot. So we're going to begin with the user typing in create a case and selecting problem as the type of case. It now names the title of this case, mouse not responding in this case, and it'll select the subject. We'll call it default subject for this. And over in further case description details, we tell it that the mouse is not working properly. We select our mouse model. And finally, similar to as we saw earlier, a priority type. And when we have all those details, we can see if they're correct, click on confirm, and now we're going to be validating our login. We'll get this code where we can copy into the chat to validate our login. And once that code is pasted in and we've been logged in, the ticket is created with a case number that we see on screen. Now we're going to switch our view to the agent's view. So we're going to back to our customer service hub, and we can see underneath queues, we can further filter for all items. In this case, we can select standard support queue as the one we're looking at, and we can see the case that was just created. You can double click into it to double check all the details look the same. Or, just a moment, you can see here on screen that we've actually received an email with a link about the case that was just created through our chat. We once confirm that this is all good, we can click pick and select this case to begin working on. When we click into it, we can see immediately that there's a timer running for first response in. There's also a timer for resolve in, but for the first response in timer, we can see that later on, you'll see at the end of this video as well, that when these timers are reached, we will see a breach or a warning email be sent warning us of these SLA timers, which can be very costly when breached. But for the sake of this, we're going to click under the details tab and show you that to stop the timer, you just simply change the first response sent to yes. And now you see on screen that the first response in tab has changed to succeeded. You can also further change the first response by time for the SLA to change and affect the resolve in timer. So we can actually see all of this working just a bit when we click into that same case. And just to show you an example of what happens when that timer runs out and it says expired. As I mentioned earlier, you will receive a warning breach that tells you the timer has been reached, as seen in this email, and it tells you to please take immediate action to resolve this. So from what we saw in this video, we can summarize that Hampton effectively addresses your business pain points of missed service level agreements, SLAs, by providing very clear, real-time tracking of responses and resolution times. The system's automated reminders and visual indicators ensure agents are aware of deadlines, helping businesses maintain overall high service standards to avoid those costly SLA breaches. With that said, we move to our third feature of the day, resolving issues via chatbot assistance. The challenges here are quite clear as well. Increased loads on IT teams for very repetitive queries. It's a lot of manual labor and time lost. Users facing delays in receiving support, lack of knowledge articles and case updates, as well as automatic case creation through chatbots. So our solution is to use our AI-powered chatbot for 24/7 self-service, have instant resolution for recurring issues, and integration with the knowledge base for quick answers. So let's take a look at this video now and what's happening. We're back on the Hampton customer portal, still using the help desk chatbot. And what's going to happen in this case is we'll click on find a solution and we'll simply just type in what issue we're facing. In this case, password reset issues. As seen as earlier from the other video, we're going to quickly validate our login here. Once we paste that code in and we're validated, the system, the chatbot, is going to actually provide us a very detailed step-by-step solution. As you can see here, you can go to login page and you can click all these things. If you're satisfied with this response, you can click satisfied. But for the sake of this, we're going to say we want to find another solution to another issue. This time around, the issue is applications crashing. We'll click into this and wait for the chatbot to do the same thing and provide us with a new solution and a link as well to a helpful document if the steps still don't help or if you want more information. The video paused. There we go. So we're going to see that if this is good, we'll simply click on satisfied once again. But we have a third thing to show here, which is to view case updates. Through this help desk chatbot, you're also able to view all of your case updates. Just a bit, you're going to see on the bottom row all the different cases that you can choose from. In this case, we'll select the account issue case. And the details for this case will now be brought to us automatically by this chatbot. You can see the title, status, the priority, and all these important details. And if you want, you can even select a different case. This video is just going to showcase. You can do you can see multiple cases all in one view of one chatbot, and it will help you. Just get anything you need on one place with very instantaneous results. Once that's all complete, you can just give the chatbot a quick rating. But what I wanted to highlight here was the Hampton chatbot being able to resolve the business pain point of high support volume by empowering your customers to solve their own problems. By providing instant and guided solutions for common issues, it can reduce the need for human agent intervention, freeing up ultimately the support team to focus on much more complex cases and high value targets. And this overall will also help to improve the customer self-service rates. Next, we're going to cover the feature of assigning tasks in Jira and DevOps. So the challenge here has to do with a lack of collaboration overall between ITSM and DevOps Jira teams. There's lack of integration between external platforms, as well as Microsoft Dynamics 365. There's a delay in tracking technical issues and tasks, and an overall lack of centralized management for escalations. Our solution is to integrate Hampton with Jira DevOps for task creation and tracking, including automated updates for escalated tickets. So now we're going to look at this video. We're on the mouse not responding case. We're back on the Hampton portal. And if we start this, we can see up on top, we click on escalate a case. To begin escalating a case, we'll first assign it to an employee. It can be anyone, all customizable. We fill in the fields here, the work item type, what kind of task it is, the priority. And once we're done with that, we save this and we close out of this. Once we're done with that, all we need to do is just wait a brief few seconds and we can see after we've refreshed under the escalated case, we already have that case we just created through escalation. Coming back to the summary tab, we're actually going to see an email come in on screen. We'll see, yep, a new case has been assigned to you. This is the email that you will receive, or whoever you assigned just now will receive. And we can also see the status up top right has been changed to escalate to external system with the correct work item ID. Once we're done with that, we go to Azure DevOps and we can search that specific work ID to find the specific case that was escalated. In this case, mouse not responding. So from here, what happens is we can change the state of this to active. We can save and close out of this. And finally, we can come back to our portal and we can refresh this page if we want to, but in just a short few moments, it will be updated with that new status called in progress. And we can see that under escalated cases, it also says active now. So kind of quickly summarize what we saw in this feature. Hampton was able to address your business pain point of poor cross-departmental communications by providing a very seamless and end-to-end integration with DevOps tools such as Azure DevOps. This automation helps to eliminate the need for manual data entry and email chains, ensuring that your technical teams receive all the necessary context instantly, which helps to accelerate development-based resolutions and just helps you improve overall accountability as well. We're nearing the end of today's demo, but before we finish, we also have escalating tickets to higher tiers that I want to quickly cover. The challenge here has to do with delays in escalating unresolved issues to higher levels and a lot of manual effort involved in notifying relevant teams when something is escalated further. Our solution is very clear once more, using an automated escalation path for unresolved issues, having a configurable workflow for notifications and updates, as well as predefined escalation rules for complex cases. Let's see how this all works in action. Back on the customer service hub, we can click over on adding something to queue. We can add this to the tier 2 queue, escalating it basically to tier 2. And once we refresh this page, and once we see over on the status end, it has been updated to escalate it to tier 2. We also receive an email notification, as you'll see on screen, that notifies us a new escalated case has been assigned. And it has all the case numbers and titles, as well as a case link that you can click into to be directly brought to this page. Now, say you want to escalate this further to a tier 3. You would simply click on escalate to higher tier. You'll type in tier 3 and select that in this case. And once you've added that to tier 3, we can go into our queues view on the left-hand side. We can filter under all items for tier 3 to select and see all the different cases that have been escalated to tier 3. In this case, the can't reset my password case that we were just now working on. So you can see from this video, very briefly, this feature that we just saw solves this pain point of inefficient ticket handoffs between support teams. So by enabling one-click escalations to a higher tier, Hampton can help you ensure that complex cases are automatically routed to the right experts, helping to reduce resolution time and prevent issues from getting lost or delayed in a very manual, multi-step process that was, as we saw, very time-consuming without the help of Hampton. And the final feature we'll cover for today is integration and use within Microsoft Teams. So currently, teams struggle with quick access to IT services within platforms they already use. And switching between multiple platforms can be annoying and time consuming. So our solution is to have seamless integration of Hampton's chatbot into Microsoft Teams and have direct ticket creation and updates within Teams as well. So this is pretty straightforward. On screen, we'll see the Hampton agent chatbot within Microsoft Teams. And in this case, what we can do is we can create a case, find a solution, view case updates, all very similar to what we saw from earlier within the customer service hub and within the chatbot, So in this case, the prompt says we can choose which case we want to, and we can click on any one of these, and it's going to load up the details for that specific case. In this one, the case regarding can't reset a password. We're going to see here that under case details, all the details are listed, and also that if we don't want help on this case anymore, we can click no. Or we could further select another case, but in this case, we're just going to give it a quick rating for its response, and it asks if it can help with anything else. We can say, yeah, actually, I want you to help me find a solution to a problem that I'm facing. So this is all very similar to what we've already seen earlier. In this case, we can just tell the chatbot through natural language, account can't be reset. So this is the issue we're facing. And in just a few moments, our Teams chatbot is going to also do what we saw from previous examples, suggest us a step-by-step solution to resolving this issue that we're facing. If we're satisfied, we'll just click satisfied and close out of this. So this Teams chatbot integration addresses the pain point of fragmented communications channels. As we saw, it helps to reduce IT workload, improve user satisfaction, and give you overall faster resolutions for common requests. With that said, we now move on to our Q&A segment if we do have any questions from any of our audience today. But if not, just to kind of quickly recap what we saw today and to just further justify why Hampton is helpful to you. Hampton has 4 main whys in terms of why we should choose it. It includes smart issue resolution, so using AI chatbots to handle common IT requests, reducing ticket volume, and freeing up your teams for critical high priority tasks. It also has proactive problem management, so it's able to predict and resolve incidents before they become a problem, and it helps to automate monitoring as well as alerts to prevent downtime. Thirdly, we have unified ticketing and workflow automation. It can help you centralize case intake, resolutions across platforms, and it can help to auto-route tickets based on SLA and other rules. Finally, Hampton includes real-time visibility and insights, helping you to gain full visibility into IT performances and team workload, as well as help to identify trends and inefficiencies within your built-in dashboards. With that said, we'll leave back to you, Megan.
Thanks, William. So that being said, we hope today's session gave you a clear look into how Hampton is redefining IT service management, streamlining operations, improving SLA performance, and helping teams shift from reactive to proactive support. Thank you so much to William for walking us through how AI-powered routing and automation can make a real impact. And thank you again for joining us.
Thank you, guys.